To become more valuable in life, we need more information. Alex Hormozi talks about this consistently, that if you are bad at something now, you do that thing for 5 minutes a day for 5 years, and you will no longer be bad at that thing. In fact, you can use it as a skill, as a point of pride, to say to yourself, wow, I used to suck at this thing, and I put in some work, and here I am. How to be more valuable? We need to learn all of the time, and learn things that we're not comfortable with learning, that we're not comfortable with exposing ourselves to in ways that we're not necessarily comfortable with. I sat down with a friend, a mentor, someone that has a fiduciary responsibility to me, for about 2 hours today, and we essentially discussed the quality of my soul and what I believe needs to be done in this world, and the assumptions that my ego creates about how life should be. Lot of shit, heavy shit. So be it. But out of that discomfort, out of someone essentially coming to me and telling me that you're full of shit, that that you are still evolving as a person, that you have ways to go, but you are also exactly where you want to be in the future. To allow someone to batter me, to question me, to make me feel as if I am a child to some degree in the evolution, in learning, it's uncomfortable for me, because I spent so many hours, right? So many hours talking about emotional intelligence, talking about how to live a more prosperous life, how to have relationships that matter, why spirituality is relevant, why XYZ thing is relevant. And the funny thing is, the further that I'm going to go with this, the more sure I'm going to be of myself. And when someone eventually comes along and says to me that, Turab, you are still a child, you still have much to learn, I'm going to look at them and hopefully have something to learn. And that is why I wanted to make this video today, to convince you that no matter where you're at in life, no matter how much you have learned, learn more. Humble yourself further, please, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of the change that potentially you want in your life and you want to see in the world. Learn more, have different perspectives, have faith in people, that when they say that they've spent an X amount of years doing something, that because you have spent a small amount of your life thinking about this thing, that for some reason you might know it better than them. Believe me, this conversation that I had for the last 2 hours was a test. Incredibly enjoyable, incredibly clairvoyant, eye-opening, right? It essentially put words to things that I suppose I've been running from, and even now, right? These words are, I feel like they put me too much in a box. But at the end of the day, why not understand yourself better through the perspective of a person or groups of people that think differently than you or have different experience? So you want to become valuable, more valuable in society. One of the important parts, I believe, of becoming an incredibly valuable person in society is increasing your ability to communicate, your communication skills. It's why I started this channel for myself, to actually grow in my communication skills, to be able to talk to a camera or an audience for 10 minutes at least about a subject, and hopefully be a little bit interesting, a little bit humorous, captivating, inspiring, whatever. But in the process, I've also spent a tremendous amount of time talking to strangers, talking to people that are easy for me to talk to, in the sense that I assume that these people do not have the depth of life experience that I do. And thus, I can go and psychoanalyze them and not have any fears or not have any personal stake in it. I have decided to put certain people on a pedestal. One being the person that I'm talking about. And it is a very uncomfortable experience for me, because the words that he has to say are not about himself. They're about me. The words that powerful people in your life will say about you, the impact of them will be determined by how much you value the words that they're saying, how much you value the depth of their character, and as a comparison to you, how much you believe that you are lacking. And thus, communicating with these people, I believe, is a phenomenal test of whether or not your communication skills are at the point that they need to be. Essentially, that you can convey the arguments, you can convey the points that you need to convey, be respectful about it, and also end feeling like you learned something, feeling like you got something out of that interaction. A lot of you might think to yourself, well, that's kind of silly, Turab. Why would I want to talk to people and see it as a transactional thing? I think it's well worth it. I think at the end of the day, if we're not learning, if we're not taking things away from our relationships, from our conversations, we're probably not digging deep enough. We're probably not juicing as much as we can. At the end of the day, live life the way that you want to live it. Right? I make these videos merely as hopefully a mirror, hopefully a point of curiosity, something that inspires viewers to believe that there's more to life, that there's incredible depth in life, and that it is incredibly important to roll with the punches and allow yourself to grow deeper as a person through incredibly uncomfortable circumstances. So, the other thing that'll make you valuable in society is pain, which is a extension of this point to a degree. But a lot of the pain that I believe creates phenomenal people, that creates people that are real catalysts in society, is not chosen. It's something that we experience unnecessarily, unjustly, to a degree, to the point where we question, hey, is God real? Is the universe against me? What does it mean to have fairness in this world? All of these things matter because they shape our conception of reality. They shape how much we are willing to see by virtue of what we have been forced to see in the world. And if you're watching this and you've been through some shit in life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There are going to be acute situations that come up in the lives of very powerful, kind people that will remain a point of contention until we die. Sure, we will heal from them. We will learn from them, augment our reality because of them. But they will still remain an acute point of pain, depending on the state of mind. Communication and pain. Two wonderful ways to become more valuable in society. There's also chosen pain. There's also pain that we wish to endure in order to get better. I think of all of the protagonists that I enjoy watching in my animes and TV shows and movies, and these people go through a training regimen, something that really tests them. And then they reach essentially a boss fight. And the strongest of them force themselves into the boss fight in order to see how they have grown as people. Be kind to yourself. Absolutely love yourself. Deeply. If not for yourself, for humanity. Do it. And this way you will become more valuable for society. Smash that thumbs up button. Throw me a comment on an acute pain potentially you've been through in your life, and I will vibe with you for sure. Subscribe, smash that bell button, and if you have a second, check out this video right here where I talk about changes in my personal life that have led to certain realizations. Actualize your potential, my friend. This world needs you. Take care.